Okay, hello and welcome to part two of my platinum tier list. If you saw the first part, then you'll know what games are in that. Um, and now we're at the second part where the tiers have changed a little bit, makes it easier to understand maybe what I'm talking about. Um, like they're very self-explanatory. This one is going to be like for the best games in the list. This one will be for you should platinum these. Would recommend to players like play it, but don't platinum it. Probably because it's very grindy. These ones are the ones I'm not really too proud of because they were just very easy games that I played, and then these are like just going to be really dysfunctional games that I do not recommend to anyone. So let's start off with 36 Fragments of Midnight. I'd recommend to play it because it isn't easy platinum, but it's fun. These ones maybe I should start with this is too easy to platinum. Is if it's easy but fun, I'll put in will recommend. If it's like too easy and not very fun, I'll just put them in too easy. So it's just would recommend to platinum it. It's a fun game, nice and easy. It's a puzzle game. One of them's a platformer. Is it this one? That's a platform. No, this one's a puzzle game. Which one's the platformer? I'm just gonna put all the Midnight games in here real quick. Actually, Midnight Deluxe, Birthday of Midnight, and 36 Fragments of Midnight. All three are very similar. One of them's a platformer, and that one's probably the best one, but the other two are very fun as well. Or was it one of them that wasn't? Oh, I need to remember. I know this one was different to the other ones, so yeah, I think it was these two are platformers. This one's just different, but all three of them are pretty fun and easy platinums. Access Denied would recommend to play. It's a puzzle game, um, but it's a bit of a not grind to finish it, but it's like if you're doing it without a guide, you're going to need some brain power to figure some of them out. So, but if you're using a guide, then obviously it'd be easy. Alpha Set is just too easy. It's like they're fun if you enjoy puzzles, which I do. But they're just too easy. Let's be honest. Okay, Batu Tabatu. It's an interesting game. It's a puzzle game, but I think it was pretty easy to platinum. So I just say it's too easy to platinum. I don't remember it too well, but I do remember it being a puzzle game. So that's as much as you got. Yeah, I think all of them but one was very easy. That one was also pretty easy. You just had to do something slightly different. Beyond Enemy Lines, I recommend avoiding it. It's just very dysfunctional, clunky. It looks like it's a remastered game, so obviously it's like an old game. Um, and you can tell it's an old game because it still looks like it's an old game. They haven't created the textures or anything. Zip lines don't work on it, ladders don't work on it. It's just not very good. Definitely do not recommend this one. Bird Game Plus, I would recommend to platinum it. It's a short-ish, fun, very fun game actually. You just play as a bird, flying and fighting bosses. So I recommend it. Very good music as well. Plastic Agent, uh, just it's just an easy game. That wasn't all that fun, so I'll just say put in this one. Bleep Bloop, very fun to play. It's a puzzle game that's just very fun. Um, you have two different blobs you control, and you have to try and move them in specific ways. I don't know how to explain it. It's just very fun, and I very much recommend it. Bucket Night, would recommend to play. It's not a hard game. Um, I don't know if I would necessarily recommend to play it. It's not hard to play. It's just I don't know if I would say like, oh yeah, this is like something you should definitely play. Um, Bouncy Bullets, recommend avoiding that. Arguably, probably my second least favorite game I've played. I like Space Overlords was my least favorite. This would be next. Just very dysfunctional, very clunky, very just not built well. It doesn't even look good. So yeah, hard avoid from me. Cat Quest 2, recommend it to the ends of the earth. One of my top five games I've ever played. Love it to death. Recommend it to everyone. Chickens on the Road, too easy to platinum. Way too easy. Just ugh. The games that are like this, that are like 79p, are all very, very easy. Clash Force, I don't remember Clash Force very well. So I'm just gonna go with would recommend to play. I think it is just kill things. Uh, if it's not memorable, it's like I just recommend to play it. I would recommend to platinum this. It's very fun to platinum. Use as a demolition derby, so I recommend it. Dark Souls. I'd recommend to play Dark Souls. It's a platformer where you play as a pig. Need I say more? No, it was pretty fun. Deadly Tower of Monsters. I actually highly recommend that. That game really surprised me. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. Very much worth the time. Thieves Dungeon, very into that as well. I mean, if you saw my first part, you'd know that I spoke about the second game. Well, that was just more of this game. You know, very fun, very fun. Donut County, very fun to play as well. I mean, you just eat things as a whole. That's all you do. It has a storyline to it, just really fun, and really recommend it as well. Oh, look, another one I recommend to play. Far Cry 3. I mean, it's Far Cry 3, need I say more? Far Cry 3 is arguably the best Far Cry. Yeah, probably. I would say it is. I mean, it's got one of the most memorable villains, memorable story, memorable location. Just really good. Really recommend it. Feather. It's quite similar to Bird Game, except you don't fight anything. You just fly around for a while. You literally are just a bird. I really loved it. Foxyland 1 and 2. I mean, I had to play them. They were called Foxyland. They're both pretty fun. And I would recommend to platinum them because of that. They were pretty easy as well. Going Crazy, if I remember this, it was like Mega Man, but it was also really easy, so we're going to put it down here. Hidden Through Time, another one I really recommend. It's probably my favorite hidden objects game. Yeah, I definitely recommend it. Hitman Go, recommend to play it. It's a little bit of a grind if you're on like some of the harder levels, because you keep retrying. But it's definitely fun, and it definitely surprised me with how good it is. Horizon Chase Turbo. This one took me way too long to platinum, but it's a really good on the rails racing game. I guess it's a weird way of putting it that you can't go faster unless you use a boost, but you're on. It's just weird. It's weird how it is, but it's really fun, and I really recommend it. Inksplosion, that's another one I recommend. I've got a lot I recommend this time, haven't I? Jeez. Inksplosion's just fun. It's kind of like an arena bullet hell kind of thing that you're just trying to kill other things, trying to get high scores. It's kind of like an arcade bullet hell multiplayer. It can be multiplayer. Like arcade like arena thing. It's really fun actually. I definitely remember wanting to play it more. Jack and Jill DX too easy to platinum. It's like PSN profiles is like a 99% platinum rate. That was would recommend to platinum that actually really fun. It's kind of like Destronaut. There's the other one is somewhere. Oh yeah, it'd be there. Clearly in this one, Land Wars is but Destronaut itself. I'll do it as well. Is like Space Invaders. So this is like Space Invaders. This one's like the space invaders have invaded and they're already on your planet, so you have to go shoot them with your gun. It's like a first person thing. It's quite fun. I definitely enjoyed my time playing it. Lord of the Click, I would recommend to play it. I would recommend it if your thumb doesn't mind getting into pain, because it's just you click one spot. And speaking of that, my name is Mayo. Too easy to platinum. You just click one spot. This one you're clicking different spots. Memory Lane, too easy to platinum. It's just literally a matching card game. Not very fun. Mr. Massagey was. It was. It's like a dating game, but it's actually quite fun because you have to be smart. Sometimes you have to pick up on things, and yeah, if you're gonna play it, platinum it. Music Racer is another one that I recommend to platinum. It's a rhythm game, and it's definitely up there with some of my favorite rhythm games, but not my favorite rhythm game at all. Well, Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, need I say more? Modern Warfare 2 is one of the best Call of Duties, and definitely the remaster definitely deserves to be done. Neon Junctions, one of my favorite puzzle games I played recently. I mean, it wasn't that recent actually, but it's still fun. Definitely recommend picking it up if you are so inclined. Prehistoric Dude, I really don't remember much, so it's going into easy to plan. If I don't remember something, it's probably because it was unmemorable, not that fun, and very easy. Road Bustle, too easy to platinum. It's similar to Chickens on the Road. Rocket Arena, I would recommend to play it. Don't platinum it. It took way too long of grinding to platinum Rocket Arena. By the end, it just wasn't fun. Ghost Warrior 3, I really enjoyed platinum it. I know lots of people didn't enjoy Ghost Warrior 3. I did. And this is my list. So I'm putting it there. Super Wheelie Demake, I don't remember it, so it's going in here. It's a platformer. It's about what I can give you. It's not that fun. Well, it wasn't that memorable, I should say. Swordbreaker the game, I do remember. I don't know whether I put this in too easy to platinum or would recommend to plat because it's not really a game, but it's actually quite fun. It's like an interactive novel, and I actually quite enjoyed it. So I'm putting in to recommend to plat. Tetris Escape, too easy. It's just a simple puzzle game. That's this is Uncharted Drake's Fortune. I know you can't really see that. You can see Nathan Drake there. Well, we're very fun to platinum. This is to be clear. This is from the Nathan Drake collection. 2 and 3 will come at another point, but right now we've got Lost Legacy, which is also going in the same place. They were both really fun to do. I did Lost Legacy 1, 2, then 3, and I need to do 4. But yeah, I definitely recommend it. Both of them for platinum from a AAA game. Both for fun. And speaking of games I recommend to platinum, definitely Waking Violet. Very fun. Puzzle game that's nice, simple mechanically, and not very long, but really fun. In the world of Nobler, I recommend to avoid. Too slow, too clunky, not very enjoyable. From my personal opinion. And that is my list. Not lots of things at the top, which I was actually surprised. I thought there'd be more towards the bottom than at the top, but these three definitely recommend to avoid. I recommend avoiding maybe recommend avoiding these two. These two are definitely at the lower tier of this. This is nice. The rest of these are nice and easy. Most of these that are down below this are pretty easy. Like this is really easy. This is really easy. These are really easy, but they're fun. Whereas these ones weren't that fun, or they weren't that memorable, which probably meant they weren't that fun. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I hope I catch you in part 3, which will come out in a few days.